course, the game would be dead without it. Controller players need aim assist. Without a doubt, just not as strong as it is. Mouse and keyboard players have much more control over shots. You're complaining over nothing. Just get better at training your sights and your enemies and stop being bitter. The rule sets regarding console players in the ALGS were very much disliked by PC players.
Even the devs use controller, bro.
As they were competing for actual prize money with what was considered a too strong of an aim assist. After much uproar with controversial takes from both sides, Respawn compromised and decided to limit aim assist to 0.4 in all tournaments hosted on PC. This includes the ALGS, where players could compete for up to $2 million. But this feature wasn't available in the current Apex client, so some changes had to be made. So in the Season 10 patch on the 3rd of August 2021, custom lobby enjoyers would find a new setting in the bottom right of the lobbies. This was also listed in the patch notes and was called the aim assist override setting. This setting, when ticked on, would turn off the console aim assist for any console players that are competing in said tournament and let all the controllers compete on the fair aim assist value of 0.4, which again, that's the default for PC. This feature left a sour taste in many console players' mouths, but ultimately, I'd say it went through pretty smoothly. This setting was coupled with a new rule set in the ALGS where the aim assist override function had to be enabled in every single game. Despite this, there were some growing pains, as there were cases of admins simply forgetting to tick the aim assist override button, letting some console players compete with their stronger aim assist despite it being against the rules, but as there wasn't really any evidence of it happening, no replays were really being made. And this is probably what prompted Respawn to make the mistake which caused the D-Day. And that brings us to November 2nd, 2021. The dreaded day that seemed like it would change everything. Along with the rest of the Season 11 updates, Respawn added a feature that tweaked aim assist override from being off by default to instead being ticked on whenever you'd start a custom lobby. Not much was fought or said about this other than the odd sigh of relief from PC pros and the outcry of some console users, but things started getting heated in the casual forums such as Facebook or Reddit when console players realized that wait a minute, the beams that they normally hit no longer connect. It turns out that aim assist actually does do something, and Respawn actually did something that nerfed it. This whole chaos did take a little while to, be noticed and to pick up, and all the events of this day took place in a little over 24 hours. It all started when the patch would release on November 2nd, 1 PM Eastern Time, and spanning until Respawn released a hot fix along with a tweeted statement on November 3rd, 5:03 PM. During the time that aim assist was nerfed, a lot of players were in shambles, but some console players were rejoicing because the skill gap between a bad player and a better player had widened, giving them a chance to outplay enemies who were too reliant on the stronger aim assist and now just couldn't keep up. And this is where some users would put on the tinfoil hat and ask, was this an accidental nerf, or was Respawn testing the waters to see how the community would respond to a nerf? I mean, there's been so much talk and controversy about aim assist, maybe they want to see if they could get away with it. Would they even notice if nobody told them about it? And it turns out that, yeah, people will notice. It's a very noticeable difference. Personally, I don't think it was Respawn's intention to test the reception of what would happen if aim assist was nerfed. On the contrary, I think they just made an oopsie and changed the code turning aim assist to 0.4 as a default across the board instead of in just custom lobbies.